Hi everyone, I'm Beck. I'm one of the ELAs here for this unit. I just wanted to go through the Australian curriculum and how to get to where you need to get to for the next few weeks. Hopefully by now a few of you are familiar with the Australian curriculum, you've done a few placements and you've had a few assessments where you have been required to use it. In case you haven't, this is just, I guess, a bit of a quick snapshot as to where to go and what to do. So when you go to www.australiancurriculum.edu.au, you will need to go to version 8.3. So if you click on that, that is the latest version, and that will bring you to this screen here. Now, if you go up the top here, it says version 8.3, you'll see that there is some learning areas. We are looking at the key learning area throughout this unit of English. So you will need to click on English. So if we click, did that work? It's just loading. So within English, there are 3 substrands. So this page brings you to the curriculum for English, and it begins from foundation all the way through to year 10. So what you can do is you can scroll down and then you'll see here there's content descriptors for foundation. So you've got your 3 substrands of language, literature and literacy. So obviously we're not going to be looking at foundation, so I'm going to jump straight ahead to year 4, year 5 or year 6. So you can click on whatever one you would like. So let's go to year 4. So it gives you a general outline of the English curriculum at a year 4 level. So it's built around the 3 interrelated strands of language, literacy and literature. Teaching and learning programs should balance and integrate all these 3 strands. So based on the descriptors, that is what you're going to use to inform your planning and your lessons with your children. So if we go down here, this week we are going to be looking at mainly language. So different headings within language. So language variation and change, language for interaction, text structure and organization, expressing and developing their ideas, and phonics and word knowledge. So under each of these headings, which are your substrands, you will see different learning descriptors that teachers need to make sure that they address throughout the year. And you can address these in a variety of ways. It might be within an inquiry unit, it might be within a challenge-based learning unit, it might be just in a literacy rotation. You can address these descriptors in many different ways as long as you address them. So for example, under text structure and organisation, we want students to recognise how quotation marks are used in text to signal dialogue, titles and quoted direct speech. So this might come under the heading of a writing lesson, and students might need to write a narrative about something, say for example a narrative about an animal who changed into something else. I'm just thinking, I've got history in my head of Aboriginals, but that's what you would link to in terms of your lesson. So my lesson would focus on making sure that students understand what quotation marks are, how to use them, and then I would expect that by the end of grade 4 they should be able to use quotation marks within their texts. So you can scroll down and have a look. If you go down further, it's got some sample portfolios as well as your general year 4 achievement standard. So that's saying by the end of year 4, students understand that texts have different text structures depending on purpose and context. They explain how language features, images and vocab are used to engage the interest of audiences, and they describe literal and implied meaning, connecting ideas in different texts. So I'm just going to scroll up here as well. Whoa, we might just click onto F, sorry. Okay, now here you've got your general rationale of English. So there's a little video that you can click on. You can go to the general aims. So what are the aims of the Australian curriculum in English? What does it aim to ensure that students can do? What are the key ideas? So we're looking at texts, we're looking at communication processes, we're looking at the English language features. We want children to be able to appreciate literature as well. Then if you go here to structure, it goes through in more detail about the strands, the substrands, and threads. So this would be really good for you guys to have a look through. I'm not going to go through it in detail. You can do that yourself. If you click on here, it goes through student diversity, how it's ensuring that within the learning area. Some PDF documents that you probably need to know about as well. If you click on PDF, they've got, this is really important, it's English sequence of content and English sequence of achievement. So within this document, they have the substrand and what each year level needs to be looking at. So for example, if we scroll down, let's go for evaluative language in foundation. We just want students to understand that language can be used to explore ways of expressing needs, likes and dislikes. However, by grade 6 level, we want them to understand the uses of objective and subjective language and bias. So you can really see that there's a real progression. And I think as well, students will progress, but they will all progress at different stages. So you might have students in your class who are at a grade 2 level but might be in a grade 4, or they might be in grade 1 but they might be able to understand differences between the language of opinion and feeling and the language of factual reporting or recording at a grade 4 level. So don't just assume that because a child is in grade 1 that they meet all the standards of grade 1. They might be lower or higher and things like that. So that's a little, I'll just go back to the English PDF. That's a little overview for you all. If you go click on F to 10 curriculum again, again you can go just to learning F to 2, which is foundation to grade 2. Click on it and it will bring all these things here. Now if I go to grade 3 to 6 actually, what you'll see is down here, you've got just the content for grade 4 and grade 3 and the achievement on a page. So what we expect students in grade 4 to be able to achieve. So if I click on this, it's again language. This is what we expect them to understand in language. This is what we expect them to understand about literature. And this is what we expect them to be able to do within literacy. Again, click on the tab back to your page, and then we'll click on achievement in a page. So it's all there for you. So this is English, math, science in a nutshell. So hopefully that helps you guys. Have a look through and see and explore for yourselves. But hopefully that just gives you a little heads up as to where to go, what to look for. Remember, this is go up here to this arrow, click here, and it's easier to just go straight to English. And that's where you'll find your content descriptors. And these are the things that really inform your teaching and your planning. Have fun this week, guys. Hopefully this has helped. Bye.